Friends, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the Curvy E Chronicles. My name is Courtney and I'm so glad you found your way to my little corner of the internet. Friends, we are cooking our meal plan from last week. It was a good one, so let's dive right into it. Caution, watching the following content may cause extreme hunger. Viewer discretion is advised. All right, I'm going to shorten up my intro there. Just know, viewer discretion is advised. We are starting the week off with this chicken Parmesan soup. And with the way I made it, it actually came out less like soup. But we're starting with 2 chicken breasts, tomato sauce, minus the lid, crushed tomatoes, 4 cups of chicken broth, all into the crock pot, and then we're going to season it with some Italian seasoning. I almost forgot garlic and garlic salt, so we're going to add those in. We're going to let this cook all day on low for, did I do 6 hours or did I do 8? I did do 6. Once it is all kind of cooked, it's looking good, we're going to take our hand mixer to mix this. It also shreds the chicken. Now, that said, it's going to make a mess. So put up a splash guard, put on an apron, just get it done. It shreds the chicken the easiest. We're then going to add in about a cup of heavy whipping cream. And technically the recipe calls for half a bag of pasta. I just went full send, put a whole bag of pasta in there and a whole, cup and a half, 2 cups of Parmesan cheese. I don't know, we measure cheese with our hearts around here. We are going to mix that all in together. Now that the chicken's shredded, get it all nice, mixy and happy. And then we are going to let this sit for another 30 minutes on high so that pasta can boil. I don't have a 30-minute mark, so I just put a timer on my phone and put it on the 2-hour. This was so good. Less of a soup, more of a pasta dish, but still really good. The leftovers were phenomenal. On Tuesday, we did our chicken bacon ranch mac and cheese. So we're going to dice up a chicken breast, cover it in olive oil or avocado oil and some ranch seasoning. We're going to melt a couple tablespoons of butter in my cast iron pan. And once that is all melted or pretty close to, we're going to add in our chicken to let that cook. Do I know how long it takes for this to cook? No, it's anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes so that it's still juicy and not overcooked. While that's cooking, we're also going to boil our pasta. I think I did shells this night. So once the chicken's cooked, we're going to remove that, put it on a plate. I think the recipe says to stick it in the, put tinfoil over it. I don't do that. I ain't got time for that. It's not going to take that long. So we're going to melt down a few more tablespoons of butter, add in a 1/4 cup of flour to make our roux for our sauce for our mac and cheese. My husband just got home from work. As you can see him walking in the background. So we're going to stir this up and keep stirring. We're going to slide the pan off the heat so we can add in our half and half or milk. I think it technically calls for milk. I use half and half and heavy whipping cream more than anything. We're going to slowly mix that in. And then we're going to put it back on low heat. And we're going to let it get thickened up. I think it got a little too thick after I added in some seasoning, so we did add in some more half and half later. So we're going to add in some ranch to your heart's content, heart's desire. Some garlic powder. Again, heart's content, heart's desire. Black pepper. I don't like a lot of that, so we just put a little. Mix that up and think this is, a little more half and half because it was just a wee bit thick. And we don't need it to be that thick yet because we still have to add cheese. So stir. Keep stirring. We're adding in mozzarella. I tried to be fancy, sorry, and cheddar. I think these were just cheeses I had. Oh, and I forgot, bacon bits. I think originally the recipe tells you to cook your bacon ahead of time and cook your chicken in the bacon fat. I didn't want to do that. I'm using the easy way out. I'm using the pre-made bacon bits. Now, pasta's drained and ready to go. We're going to add our chicken into the pasta pot, and then we're going to add in our cheese sauce to the pasta pot too, because I don't want to add it into my cast iron. I already have to clean this cheese sauce out of my cast iron pan, which is not fun, but we're going to make sure we scrape and get all of the good bits off there. I love cooking in my cast iron, but sometimes cleaning them is just takes all my energy. They are a little bit more to maintenance, but honestly, you will never find a better cooking tool in my humble opinion. So we're going to mix this all up till it's nice, good, and combined. And basically, this is fancy mac and cheese. My kids love it. I love it. It makes great leftovers. It does heat up pretty well because it's not as oily because there's more of that milk base to it. So on Wednesday, we were back in the crock pot because my local grocery store had chuck roast on sale. So we are doing a chuck roast in the crock pot. So we're starting with a bed of onions, onions and carrots. Now, technically speaking, a chuck roast, you should sear it first. I am too lazy for that. We know this. I don't want to do that. So we're just going to slam it in there. Just bare bones and get it in there. We're going to season it. I will tell you, it probably tastes better if you sear it, but to be honest with you, my crock pot cooks pretty hot, so it turns out good either way. So garlic salt, Italian seasoning. Yes. Brown gravy. I think I will try and link a recipe down in the description. Obviously, all recipes are going to be linked down in the description of what I kind of loosely followed, but this is what I do. I just kind of wing it with my roasts because they're going to taste good regardless. I mean, the secret weapon is always a stick of butter, which is coming in a minute. So we did brown gravy, garlic powder. I don't think I did any onion powder. Oh, here's my secret ingredient. A little bit of liquid smoke. You just do a capful, and it just gives it that little bit of like smoky flavor. It's real good. And like I said, my secret ingredient, a stick of butter. We're going to pop the lid on. We're going to put this on low for 6 hours, and that is because it is not frozen. This is what it's going to look like. It doesn't look great, but I tell you, it cuts up so good. And yes, we have the fine china, the kids' plates. I was actually leaving the house, and we served it with mashed potatoes, so I didn't even eat any of it until the next day. Our final day of the week is the easiest of all easy meals. It is sausage pasta Alfredo. Now, I think technically the recipe like has you make your Alfredo from scratch. Boo, I ain't got time for that. So we are going to cut up our Polish sausage, turkey sausage, whatever kind of sausage you want. We are going to cook it. We're going to boil our pasta. Then we're going to add everything to the pan. Literally, this is so easy. I can't even explain to you how simple this is. And then this is my secret weapon to make it easy. A jar of Alfredo sauce. Yes, I know. How dare I? A jar of Alfredo. We do semi-homemade things. A little bit of water, shake it around in the jar, gets all of the good bits out, and then we're just going to mix this up. Friends, literally, that's it. Mix it all up, serve it on a bowl, and put some extra cheese on top. That's what we do. My kids love it. I love it. It's like fancy mac and cheese. We did fancy mac and cheese twice this week. Anyway, friends, that is all she wrote for today's Cook With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out, hit that subscribe button. And friends, as always, till next time, remember to spread kindness like glitter.